Hello, favorite honors babies. We're going to talk a little bit more about this because I think some of you were confused at what exactly it is that you're supposed to be doing. So the first thing, when it says up here underline claims, that just means you are trying to explain or show some evidence of what Cassius is trying to get Brutus to believe. So I might claim personally, purple's the best color. So that is something I'm trying to assert as a fact. So you need to look through here and decide what is Cassius trying to get Brutus to believe. Second thing, so circle any key terms. That could just be like important words or things that stand out in the quote that help you understand what it is the character is saying. So I'm going to just stop kind of there for a second. So as we look through here, Cassius says, I know that virtue to be in you, Brutus, as well as I do know your outward favor. Well, honor is the subject of my story. So first of all, he's trying to get us to believe that he is honorable, that Cassius is an honorable person. So when we talked about on your actual writing part of the assignment, you are citing examples of ethos, pathos, and logos. So remember that ethos was the speaker's credibility. Okay? So this could be an example of ethos. So if I wanted to underline honor as the subject of my story, he's trying to get Brutus to believe that what he's about to tell him is true and honorable, that he should believe it. Okay, so that would be one example. So out to the left side, what is the character saying? So basically he's saying that what he's about to say is trustworthy. So I might make a comment out to the side that says that. What he's about to say is trustworthy. Okay? And then out to the other side, it's asking you what are the characters doing. So what he's doing is trying to start off by getting Brutus to think about why he should believe him. So he starts with his own, maybe qualifications would be a word. All right? And then he goes on, I cannot tell what you and other men think of this life, but for my single self I had as lief not be as live to be in awe of such a thing as I myself. So the rest of this is kind of not quite as important when we're thinking about his claims, but if we were to circle some key terms, honor would be a pretty important term here, okay? Virtue would be a pretty important term here. As we go on a little bit, let me adjust for us here. As we go on, he says, I was born free as Caesar, so were you. We both have fed as well, and we can both endure the winter's cold as well as he. So just looking at those first couple of lines here, what he's saying is, we're just as good as Caesar. We were born the same way. It's not like he was born any better or worse than us. So out to the side, again, on this side I'm talking about what the character is saying. So out here he's basically saying we are equal to Caesar. And here are the reasons why. So we both have fed as well. We can endure the winter's cold as well. Okay, but out here, what he's doing, again, is getting Brutus to think about himself. So like, yeah, I really am quite as equal as him. I've done those things. So he's getting Brutus to think about himself. Okay? So as I go through here again, his claim is that we have fed as well, we can endure the winter's cold as well. Okay? One important word though that might stand out that would be key is free. Because remember, the whole idea is that we can already start to see that Cassius is trying to make us believe that we shouldn't trust Caesar. Okay? So as we go through this whole paper, what you're going to be doing is finding these examples, trying to explain, literally what is being said, and then over here, what is the character actually doing by making those statements. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I can't seem to at hand find our other half sheet. But on your half sheet, these are the things you're doing. So if I look at this claim, we both have fed as well, and we both can endure the winter's cold as well as he, we might say that that's an example of logos or an appeal to logic. I'm going to put that out here to the side. So logic would be this example because He's getting Brutus to think about himself, not even just Cassius. He's like, well, yeah, of course I'm his equal, but so are you. So again, think of what he's trying to do. So as you start writing that paragraph, when you start filling in those blanks, you have to think about overall, so looking at this whole paper, not just this one side, this whole thing. And then when you flip to the other side, you have more. So what is Cassius saying? What's his claim? What does he want us to believe? And then what does Brutus want us to believe? And then as you start to write your paragraph, you're going to fill in those blanks with these examples. So I might use this as one of my examples. If this is an appeal to logic, and Cassius says, we both have fed as well, and we can both endure the winter's cold. And then the next thing you're going to do is explain, so what does this literally mean? So your comments out to the side here will help you explain what he means. And then at the very end of your paragraph, you're going to explain and analyze. That's kind of the important part. Analyze. That means make me care, make me understand why this is important. Analyze what this means in relation to whatever your claim is. So what your claim is again, what you are saying that Cassius is trying to make us and make Brutus believe. Okay? You do not need to type this, but you can. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to email me with your new Google email accounts. All right?